What's up, guys? It's Top 10 Sports Gaming back in another video. And in this video, I'm going to be simming all the last 8 National Football Championships. I'm not going to have the same college twice, so this is like the last 8 universities to win it. And, well, I'm going to sim that, and then I'm going to see who really the best college football team ever is. Okay, so this is just our first matchup, yet it's already a great one. So we have Georgia 2022, 2023, so last year's champions versus 2008, 2009 Florida. So I'm not going to have a home field advantage. It's going to be like the playoffs. I'm going to show play-by-play, and I'm going to have player stats open. So if I submit here, Stetson Bennett. He was on Georgia. He didn't get arrested or something. So Florida scored a touchdown from Tim Tebow. Oh, I didn't realize he was on the team. Oh, wow. Florida might be hard to beat. Oh, never mind. Georgia. Ooh, this is going to be a close game. So Georgia leads 28-21, 28-24, and that's final. So Florida, as you can see, has been sim before, and it's pretty evenly split. So he had only 171 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, but they had a lot of running game, as you can see. Looks like it's about, that's probably about 200 yards running. And so, then meanwhile, Stetson Bennett, he was 46 for 30 with 226 yards and 3 touchdowns, and their running game was probably about 100 yards, maybe a little less. Okay, next up is 2018 and 2019 Clemson with Trevor Lawrence versus 2014 and 2015 Ohio State. So I'm actually gonna pick who I think we're gonna win for each one. Last time I probably would have picked Georgia, so I'll say I'm 1 for 1. This time I think I'm gonna go Clemson just because that team was really a powerhouse. So let's see here who wins. So yeah, they had T. Higgins too. So Ohio State actually, here we're gonna skip a bit. Clemson up 21-13, 23-21. Clemson leads 28-23, 28-26. And 28-26, I'm 2 for 2 now. So yeah, they obviously were a lot better than 2014-15 Ohio State. JT Barrett had 258 yards passing. They had a lot of rushing game. And then meanwhile, Clemson, Trevor Lawrence had 303 yards, and then Travis Etienne Jr. So Jacksonville has 2 of those players. Okay, so next up is Louisiana State or LSU versus Florida State, and I gotta say LSU is probably the team that I think is gonna win this all. They had JJ, they had Joe Burrow. They had some other run, they had Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think too. They're stacked. So anyways, now I'm gonna submit this, and I'm going LSU, of course, and LSU 23-20, very close game. So it's like Jameis. Oh, I didn't know Winston went there. He's 13 for 27. That sounds like him with a pick. So he didn't have his best game. But the running game once again is very good. So yeah, they definitely ran the ball very well. And here, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 56 yards rushing. Jefferson had 132 yards receiving, and Chase only had 53 yards and 4 receptions. And then Burrow, however, that had 391 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. So now for our final matchup in the first round, it's Alabama versus Auburn, and I think I'm actually gonna have an older team win for this one, so I want to go Auburn, even though Alabama's probably a better team. I'm just gonna go Auburn with a classic upset. Okay, so not the best start, and Cam Newton was on that team. Mac Jones, this is gonna be a high scoring game. 21-14, 79 yards, tied at 21, 24-21, and Alabama won 31-27. So dang. I kind of in my gut felt like Alabama was gonna win, but I just wanted to go for the upset since I didn't want all the best teams to win, but that kind of is what happened. So Cam Newton rushed for 82 yards, 309 yards passing, and then Mac Jones threw for 282 yards, 3 touchdowns on a pick, and Najee Harris rushed for 85 yards. Dang, they had Devonta Smith and Jalen Waddle. Dang. So, yeah. So now we're already in the second round, and over half the games have been played, and now we have a great matchup. Georgia with Stetson Bennett versus Clemson with Trevor Lawrence. So we're going to sim it here. And And wow, Stetson Bennett destroyed Trevor Lawrence 31-14. And it looked like that was actually a pretty big upset. Since usually Clemson won, but Trevor Lawrence just couldn't do anything, only 148 yards passing at the end. The rushing is still pretty decent, but Stetson Bennett had 255 yards passing, no touchdowns. Wait, no, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. But rushing, Kendall Milton, whoever even that is, had 138 yards rushing. And for some reason it says the team has -1 yards. I don't know what that means. And so, yeah. Wow. Okay, so here we have our last game before the championship, I actually think. And it's LSU versus Alabama. And I think LSU is actually going to win this one. I mean, they are such a good team with Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Joe Burrow, plus Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So let's see. And yep, by 15. Wow. Mac Jones just... I mean, he actually had a pretty good game, too. But the rushing game, I mean, that is mid. But Alabama, Alabama just... And then Joe Burrow, 337 yards, 5 touchdowns. And then had about 100 yards rushing as well. And wow, Jamar Chase really popped off. So here it is, the championship, the final game, 2022-23 Georgia versus 2019-20 LSU. And once again, I'm going LSU. And we're going to follow the game a little more closely this time. So, wow. So, it looks like they had to punt pretty quickly. And then here is LSU, I think. They had to punt. And then, okay, it looks like LSU got the first score. LSU got 6-0. Their defense is clamping right now. And then Joe Burrow passed to Clyde Edwards-Helaire for a 1-yard touchdown. And yeah, looks like Jamar Chase got a big catch. And wow, LSU up 16-0. Wow, LSU up 16-3, so they finally got on the board. 23-3, and wow, LSU. Their offense hasn't been the greatest, but their defense has kept it low scoring. And wow, it looks like all time. There's been a lot of simulations for this, and LSU usually wins. So 362 yards from Joe Burrow. He was great once again. Jamar Chase leading them in receiving yards, and then Stetson Bennett only had 197 yards, and the rushing game couldn't do much either. So wow, well, I guess LSU is our champions. So there you have it, 2019-20. LSU won it all, and well, comment down below who you think's gonna win tonight in the big game between Michigan and Washington. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.